Good morning and welcome back to another Dabbling in Drag. As you can see, I am already clean shaven because I've been doing a lot of drag since you last saw me. Photo shoots, some little social media things. Hopefully as the weather gets nicer and more people get boosted, I can start making some more appearances. Because I want to get out. Being stuck in this room all the time makes me crazy. Last time you saw me, we killed it with this neon Tron fantasy. The photos for this, when I tell you Ross Haley just annihilated this shoot, oh my gosh. And that video montage, if you're watching this video and you haven't watched the last one, pause and then come back with some anti-nausea medication because it will have you gagging. So what are we doing today? We are already at another All-Stars season, and All-Stars 4 is one of my favorites. This promo was epic. Iridescent panels, icy looks, everyone is giving a little Frozen pop princess. This released around the holiday season, so they did all sorts of fun stuff with the promo, including this ice pick situation, and I'm so excited to take this idea and mystify it. As you probably know, we're not just gonna do something kind of normal or basic or cutesy. We're gonna give you full fantasy. So I'm gonna give you this Nordic elven ice goddess. Seems on brand. First things first, we gotta block out these eyebrows, and I'm gonna try this thing that the kids are doing where I put the wig cap on first and kind of blend it in. So, let's do that. We are actually bald. Admittedly, this was a lot of work for it to look just okay. It was only my first time doing it, so definitely a learning curve. This was the second cap I had to do it on. I ripped the first one, but the wig that I'm wearing today shows a lot of scalp, so I need the skin. It's time to get into the eye makeup. I'm gonna take this hoodie off. So let me get into this eye and I'll be right back to show you how I did it. Admittedly, this is not as clean as maybe I would like, but let's see if we can do it better and smoother on this side. First, I'm taking some of my Maybelline Superstay Foundation in 102 Fair Porcelain and tapping this all over my brow and lid to act as an eyeshadow base. I'm of course dipping into my Prados Beauty palette and going for that navy shade, which we love so much, and I'm using that to define the shape of my crease. And maybe I'm a little inspired by Bosco's eyebrows, I don't know, but I want the shape of this crease to almost be a little villainous and curvy to reflect the sharp beauty of snowflakes. Going back into my Prados Beauty palette, I'm now grabbing a little bit of that vibrant deep purple, and I'm using that to extend the crease out. Next, I'm dipping into this fuchsia color with my Spectrum B06 fluffy brush, and I'm taking that to blend out the edges and add a little bit of a pink glow. I know this eye shape is looking incredibly large, but I'm not super worried about it because I'm going to taper it all in when I actually put on my foundation. And to just deepen back up that crease, I'm going back in with a bit of my navy shade as well as some black from BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. Alright, this next part is going to be a little bit of back and forth between white and black just to get some of those nice shapes and try and keep them clean. Ooh. I'm dipping into a little bit of my Ben Nye Clown White cream, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease. With the general rough shape of our lid established, we can go ahead and tap on some colored shadows. I'm dipping into the shade Paisley from my Flower Child palette by Max Up the Makeup and blending that out. Going back in with a bit of that navy shade and blending that out. And lastly, going in with a bit of black in the outer corner. And you guessed it, blending it out. While that white cream is still a little wet, I'm gonna go ahead and tap on some glitter. I'm first going in with a bit of an icy fine glitter, and I'm next going in with Trixie Cosmetics Marshmallow. Now to get into some of the liner work. While it's still wet, I'm taking an eyeshadow brush and just buffing out the top line. Next, I'm taking a little bit of white body paint and I'm tracing along that line to go ahead and clean it up even more and go ahead and define this little curvy eyebrow-ish shape. And I'm blending some of those lines out a little bit with a bit of my purple shadow from the Prados Beauty palette. That's looking pretty even. I don't know if it's the cleanest, best application ever, but we can always go back. So let's move on to the under eye. Taking some more Clown White cream, I'm tapping that out in my under eye. I'm tapping all around the under eye with that lighter blue paisley color from my Flower Child palette. And next I'm taking that navy shade from Prados Beauty and adding a lot of contrast under the eye. Going in with our black from BH Cosmetics, we're adding even more depth and contrast, and we'll blend some of that back out with the navy. The eyes are pretty well done. I promise we'll go back in, we'll add some details, some cleaner lines, maybe some rhinestones, I don't know, after we get the skin on. So let's go ahead and prep the skin and get into the foundation. So for the foundation, I want my skin to be like Snow White. Nobody did this in the promo shoot, there's probably a reason why, but I told you I'm going full fantasy. To help achieve this effect, I'm dipping into my Ben Nye Lumiere Cream palette and grabbing LCR1, which is a nice shimmery white shade. If you remember from some of my other looks where I've done different colored skins, there's often a lot of cream product that's needed, so I'm being pretty generous. I have a feeling that the Lumiere cream is not going to be as full coverage as I need, but I'm going to start with this and then I'll go in with my Clown White. It's a no. Let's start over with the Clown White cream. This is super patchy, which is not abnormal for a full face of white makeup, so we're going to powder the heck out of it. The coverage is alright now. I will probably go in with a lot of highlighter just to help kind of hide some of the cracks and creases and crevices that come with a lot of Clown White cream. But we are going to go ahead and start on our contour. First dipping into my BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette in the shade Gemini. And I want to lightly contour to create this almost like lavender periwinkle shade throughout. Now I'm dipping into my Give Back palette by BH Cosmetics. This was a Pride release palette. It's really gorgeous. It's actually my first time dipping into it. And we're going to use the shade Art.
Art, shakack, boom. Oh, shakack, art. Did somebody mention art?
I'm taking that same shade Art and I'm gonna brush that all around the contours of my face. We're starting to get a little bit of shape to the face. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of that purple Gemini shade. Nose blush coming together. The general contour is on, but we're looking very cool toned. And Ice has like pinks as well as purples and blues as part of the reflection. So we're gonna go in with some blush and kind of add some pink colors into this, and then we're gonna clean up the eyes. I know y'all were worried about that. So let's get into the blush. I'm gonna first go in with the Trixie Cosmetics blush palette, and I'm dipping into Side Chick. Before we dip into the highlighter, I want to take a little bit more Ben Nye Clown White cream, which could be a mistake, and kind of brighten up and add some more highlight and sharpness to some certain areas. I have messed with the face for long enough, so let me go off camera, clean up the eyes so they're back to where they were when we first started, and then we'll get into the highlight and the lips. I'm not panicking, it's fine. I didn't just redo my entire face because my foundation fell off. No, we're fine. It's about to be a highlighter palooza. This video is not sponsored by, but should be Bitter Lace Beauty. If you don't know them, Bitter Lace Beauty has amazing highlighters and they just came out with this Diamond Shift collection. It is fantastic and we will be dipping into it. First, I'm going in with the shade Lollipop Love. This shade has a really nice blue to pink reflect, so it gives us that nice icy look that we're going for. Next, I'm going in with Cupcake Crush. This is going to give us a nice pink fluorescent highlight on our cheeks. To marry those together, I'm going in with a Diamond Transformer. This is Majestic Marquee. And last but not least, for a blinding white highlight, I'm going in with White Diamond, which you've seen me enjoy before. I think we saved the face. Let's go ahead and throw a lip on. I'm going to start by sketching out the shape of the lip and then cleaning it up and filling it in. Tapping on a little bit of cream in the center, I'm going to hopefully blend this out. Lips are done. This makeup has been a little bit of a struggle bus, so I'm going to go ahead and pop in the contacts, throw on the lashes, put on some rhinestones, and let's get going. Well, I hope I look fabulous because I can't see a thing. We've got the lashes on, we've got the highlight, we've got the rhinestones, we've got the lips. Now all we need is the wig and the costume and wait a minute. I'm looking pale and icy, but my hands and arms and chest and everything are not matching. So we are going to quickly do a little body paint off camera and then I will see you at the gig. Here we go.